Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Why do I always get famous and popular when I'm gonna film? So I have not vlogged or done anything like I told myself I would do. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. So I have all this free time during my adventure here in Mexico. And I told myself that I was going to film and I was gonna... Really? I'm popular now. Okay, let's turn that off. That I was gonna film and just let my creative juices flow, and that has not happened at all. I have not filmed. I'm starting to think I don't have creative juices. What is this creative juices people talk about? I don't know. No, but really, I mean, I have thought of stuff, but I just don't do them. Oh, so lazy. But anyways, I wanted to kind of give an update of what my time here in Mexico has been like. And if I've accomplished what I kind of wanted to do, and pretty much the answer to that is no, and probably not gonna happen. So yeah, before we go into that, I am currently enrolled here in school. I am going to a fashion institute here, and it is called Centro Integral de Moda y Diseño. And it's located in the downtown area of Guadalajara. It's interesting. I'll say that. There's really, the classes itself are really awesome. I enjoy it. I think the material that they give you is amazing. And they really do focus in on just about every aspect of the career. There's different careers to choose from. I'm in creative direction currently, which is more of working in fashion shows, setting those up, PR work, styling, image consulting, that kind of stuff. I really enjoy it. I'm only able to take 3 classes, and I'm taking window display, fashion styling in couture, and store purchased, it's a long name, and Italian. So yeah, it's been pretty... Oh my god, what? It's been... Nope. Okay, keep it coming. Let's go. It's been really fun and interesting. Class seems to get canceled a lot, and what's worse is class is only once a week, so if they canceled, well, it's not even, they don't even cancel it, they postpone it and they reschedule it, so your semester will be longer than it was intended to be. So they've rescheduled my classes like 4 times. That's a whole month. It's kind of ridiculous, I'll be honest, that part, because I'm only gonna stay here till a certain date and then I'm leaving. So I might not even get to finish the actual courses just because of the way they have their scheduling set up and stuff. But overall, the material, the class is really good. It's actually better material than what I've been studying in the United States. It's more intense, more depth into everything. There's classes that they don't even offer back home, so it's been really cool. The Italian, I am having a lot of fun with. It's something I've actually really wanted to learn for the longest time now, but there's just no access to it in my school back home, so I stuck with it, even though I really wanted to take a makeup class that they offered, but I was only able to pick 3 because of budget reasons. So yeah. So that's going on with the school. Oh, I got the opportunity this past week, which was October, the first week of October, second week of October, to work in a fashion show, which was my first fashion show ever. It was totally awesome. It's called Minerva Fashion. It's here locally at it's put on by the city of Guadalajara annually, and they bring in designers from all over the place. I got to work with 2 local designers who did amazing, amazing designs. Like, I fell in love. And then they brought in 2 designers, which was one brand from Colombia. And they are the sweetest, most awesome people to work with. You know, one of them took me aside and gave me some amazing career life advice, which was just awesome. At the end of the show, they did ask for my contact information, and we exchanged information, and it was awesome because I got to network. And, you know, they just gave me advice, and they pointed things out to me that just meant a lot. And it was just very reassuring to me. It was so reassuring to me because the whole experience, besides them taking the time to talk to me like that, I was already feeling so, I don't want to say accomplished, but I felt so good. I felt like this is what I want to do. Like, it was just a reassurance of I'm in the right career. This is what I love to do. And I'm going to keep on going to get to the point I want to get to with this, in this industry, you know? And I remember it was it was before the show where I was just running around. Some of the people that were in my group, they did not do anything. It was very hard for me because they were getting half the credit of what I was doing, and it was very aggravating because I'm running up and down making sure everybody has what they need when they need it, all that stuff, and this other girl would just be there sitting down, and then as soon as somebody came in, she'd stand up and she'd get recognition for it because, you know, but I learned that, you know what, I let it go, and I kept doing what I was doing. I figured, you know what, to each their own. I'm just going to continue doing what I have to do and whatever. So then it was a couple hours before the show, and one of the designers took me aside, and he just started talking to me. You know, I asked him a couple questions about things that I was curious about, like capital. I mean, I love the fashion industry, but I like the business side of it a lot. So I was asking questions like capital, how they started off, what their net worth is. Like, I was getting deep and personal, but like, he was very open to it. And then he just started giving me this advice, and, you know, he kind of, he gave me a compliment on my work ethic, and that just really, I don't know, it felt so good to know that, you know, you're doing things right. Like, you're not, I don't know, sometimes I guess I just feel, I don't know, like I'm in the wrong, like I'm doing things wrong, and I'm not sure what I'm doing. I think everybody feels like that, though. Like, they're not really sure what they're doing, you know. And that's kind of how I felt that entire couple days, because I had never worked in in a production so large like that and so professional in a way. So they kind of just threw me out there, and I was just juggling with all this stuff. And when he told me that, he was kind of astonished that I worked in such a professional way at such a young age, with no experience, because, you know, I had mentioned that I had never really done anything like that, and it was so amazing. So that was just awesome. I hope to get in contact with them, maybe do a small internship soon, something, I don't know. So that's that. And like my personal life here, nothing's changed. I'm a loner at heart, and I'm always gonna be a loner. I've come to accept that. I try to get out of my bubble. I truly do. But I'm a loner. Like, I just am. My classmates invite me to go out and stuff, but it's just really difficult to go out here just because of the location of where I live. It's very far from the city. So at night, it's very difficult, expensive, and dangerous to come home. Like, that's just what it is. Buses stop running at about 10 o'clock at night. So that's my cheap way, regular way of getting home. So that'll be crossed out. And then the taxi driver is super expensive. They usually want to charge me about 600 to 700 pesos to get home. That's about 45, 50 bucks just to come home. So it's ridiculous. It costs more to come home than for me to what I'll spend while I'm out having fun. So it's just really not worth it. I did find a taxi driver who I have his number and stuff, and he gives me an amazing price. He charges me like 10 bucks to drive home. The only thing with him is I don't entirely feel safe. I'm gonna be real honest. It's incredibly cheap. He's a really nice guy. But I don't know. I do not feel very safe driving with him in the middle of the night out to like the jungle. Because let's be honest, I live in the freaking middle of nowhere. Like, so just doesn't work out. And then my dad isn't really involved whatsoever, which is fine. But he won't, like, I've asked to borrow his vehicle just for a night, and it just turns into a chaos. It's a fight, and it's just not worth it to me. So, yeah. Usually I'll go to the mall, watch a movie, go to Starbucks. All that's really far away from me, by the way. So that's what I'll do. Like today, that's my plan, is to go get my free Starbucks because I'm due for my reward. And I really want to go to Sephora. And I also really want to go to Forever. So during my time in Mexico, I have gotten bit by so many bugs. It is ridiculous. My skin is permanently scarred. This is the closest. Can you see all those like bugs? I honestly have no idea what it is. I have mosquito bite scars all over my legs, back, and stomach. But these are not mosquito bites, and I'm honestly freaking out because I'm gonna be real. Nobody wants to be known as the girl who got bit by fleas, but I think I'm getting bit by fleas. I don't know. These past couple days have really, really been the hardest for me. I kind of just got sick of being alone so much. And I mean, I know what you're thinking. Emily, you love being alone. What are you talking about? I do love being alone. I really, really do love being alone. But I also really love being around people. And it's usually when I feel like it. Like, I like the idea of being able to call a friend and say, hey, let's meet up for lunch and just go make a day of it. And I'm just, I'm gonna cry. I'm just not able to do that here. There's nobody to call. And it's just been really tough. All my cousins, I mean, I completely understand, you know, they're married, they have a life, blah, blah, blah. But it sucks because nobody from the area I live in has the free time to really do anything, which is fine. But then at the same time, the people, my classmates, the friends that I've made in the city, it's too much of a hassle to have lunch. So it sucks during this time when I was feeling kind of crappy. I did call home. I was like, I called my mom and I'm like, I'm ready to go home. Like, screw this. I'm done. And then she got a little upset with me, which is fine. But I'm going to stop complaining now. And I'm going to actually go into the city right now and just relax and So that's pretty much it. I will talk to you guys later, and yeah, bye. I just realized my dirty dishes are in the back. I'm great. It's great. But yes, okay. Let's get on with it. What was that?